In so much trouble.
I told you, the game's over.
Now when you hear play hard to get, you might be thinking that this is some kind of relationship or a dating technique. Now I may have used that to win over my wife.
Jess, will you please go out with me? Please, please, please.
Yeah, sure.
Really? It's the first time you said yes.
Here, hang on a second.
I can't wait for our date.
What?
However, when I'm talking about play hard to get with credit, it follows the same principle but a little different. Now with banks and lenders, every time that you apply for credit, that's an inquiry or a hard hit. Now that inquiry stays on your credit report for the next few years. So every other bank or lender in the future will now be able to see who you've talked to or applied with before. Now, just like the principle of not being desperate or looking desperate, same rule applies or same technique applies with credit. When you go and apply, you may be shopping just for the best rates and trying to get the best terms. However, sometimes the underwriter or the systems will look at multiple inquiries, especially in a short period of time, as kind of risky or kind of a red flag. And the reason why is because with credit, you're always guilty until proven innocent, which means if you've gone and shopped to 5 or 6 different places, they may be wondering a couple things. They may be wondering why you got declined in the other locations, the other lenders and banks. And if you were declined there, then why should this new bank or lender actually approve you? Now, you may not have been declined, you may just be shopping around. However, that's not what the bank or lender is going to assume. Now, the other problem that can come when you're shopping around is that when they see these other inquiries, it generally takes 30 to 90 days for new credit to show up on your credit report. Within that time, so if you've gone to 4 or 5 different places, for all they know, you might have 4 or 5 other loans, and that's a huge trick that the fraudsters use in order to get a bunch of credit that could then leave the new bank or lender liable or in higher risk situations. So when it comes to shopping around for the best rate, the best trick I can suggest is for you to know exactly how your credit looks. If you know that you have a good credit score and that you follow the rules of credit, so you've been watching credit TV, you know exactly what's on your credit because you've reviewed it and made sure that there's no errors or fraud, then you can go in and with confidence say that you would qualify for best rates and best terms. And you can even have a copy of your own credit report there for them to review if they need it. And then that way they can approve you or at least run the numbers based on how your credit looks on that paper. Now, when you're ready and you've run all the numbers and shopped around for the best terms and conditions, then of course that new bank or lender will have to pull your credit. But by then you've already done all the numbers and the research, and now you don't look desperate because you've only asked once or applied a couple times as opposed to 5 or 10 or however many that you're doing. So once again, when it comes to credit, playing hard to get is much better than looking desperate when it comes to applying for more credit.
Jess, will you please go out with me? Please, please.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much. I can't wait for our date.
Say what?